A few weeks ago, I went to my doctor for my yearly checkup, and actually, I went to my cardiologist for my yearly checkup because I'm suffering from congestive heart failure, which means that my heart is not working like it's supposed to. So every year for the last 15 years, I've been going in for my yearly checkup to make sure everything is running good. And on this visit that I did about 2 months ago, they told me that my heart is not pumping. The left side of my heart not pumping like it's supposed to. And they sent me a whole long thing to look at. So I went ahead and I put it in BOT AI to simplify it for me. And you can see where I said, please explain in simpler terms. Is because this is what they basically sent to me. And I asked them to simplify it, and you can see it said there the report finding consists with the heart muscle is weakened and not pumping effectively, and blah 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 blah. And you can see here the ejection fraction has reduced to 30 to 34%, which means that it's not pumping enough blood with each beat. So that's the problem here. But the thing about it is I've had this before, we were even lower than that. So we needed to figure out why that was happening. And what we could come up with at the time was probably during COVID. A few years ago when I had COVID, it may have weakened my heart muscles again. Now, 15 years ago, they did go ahead and put in a defibrillator in there, which was in there for a few years. And when I went for my visit, my heart started to fix itself, or basically it started to strengthen. The same thing here, like what you see in there, the left side weakening. So I did my exercises, lose some weight, take my medication, follow my doctor advice as best as I could, and my heart basically started to fix itself. So when 6 years later, when the battery died, and I went for my visit, there was no need to go back in to fix it. But now, turn 15 years later, we have to go back in and change the battery, fix the lead, change the whole generator itself, the ICD or whatever you call it. So I am at the hospital right now, and I'm waiting to get my pulse generator ICD device, basically a defibrillator that I've had in here for 15 years, but it's been dead. The battery's been dead for six. When it died 6 years ago, there was no reason to replace it, because back then I was doing really good. I got my heart disease back, and my heart got back to where it was supposed to be. And but now that I've lost some strength on my left side of my heart, the doctors saw fit to go in and replace the battery and have it just in case. It's more like a precaution and a money making thing, that to my opinion, but it is what it is. So I've been through that process before. It should be easier than the last time. The last time they had to go in and put it in and run a lead down to the heart itself. But this time it's just a matter of changing the battery on there. So it should be a few hours. The process should take about 3 to 4 hours, probably less. And I should be out of here. It's now 9 o'clock. By about 12, I should be out of here. But yeah. So I'm just waiting to get my room, and then it's a go. Okay, so I'm all prepped. and ready to go. I have my IV up there, and they're not giving me the good stuff yet. Let's wait when I get in the room. The guy, they just came in and shaped my chest so they can put all their little probes and stuff there. That's ready. The old one or the first one used to be, so they're gonna probably either replace it or change the battery in there. So right now it's a matter of waiting. It's now 9:30, so it's just a waiting game, and we'll go from there. My wife is over there waiting to this what zap zap zap. So we'll hopefully see you guys in next few hours. So I'm back. The procedure is over. It took a longer than it was supposed to. So they did go ahead and put a new one in. They didn't replace the battery. The lid was good, so they left the old lid in there. So it took about 20-25 minutes. I mean, most of the time was taken for preparation and all that kind of stuff. But here it is. They have a bandit on there to push down on it to hold it in. So I'm gonna be here for the next 2 hours to be monitored, and then I'm out of here. I'm trying to get something to eat right now. I'm hungry. I've been fasting since yesterday at 8 p.m. It's now almost 4 o'clock, so I'm starving. They did bring me some snacks here, cranberry juice and 65% less 65% less fat stuff, and a sandwich which I already devour. So I'm ready for some more food, and yeah, but it's done, and hopefully I'll be home for well, I'll be home resting because I cannot use my arms for the next 2 to 3 weeks. So the doctors did a great job. I was up for the procedure. I felt nothing except pressure from pulling the stuff out or cut. I didn't feel the cutting pad. I felt a little bit of when they were stitching it, but nothing, you know. Whatever they gave me was pretty good. They inject the area with something to for the pain, and I did get some kind of drip with something in it that helped. But I didn't fall asleep. I didn't sleep. I didn't feel drowsy. It's kind of like I was kind of excited about the whole thing, to be honest. So it is what it is. So it's all good. So it's been 4 days since I had the procedure done, and finally I get to take off the band-aid right there, right now. I kind of got it a little bit wet so that it will come out as easy as possible. There's no hair here. There's no hair on my. There we go. Okay, there's supposed to be some kind of okay on this side. So I want to there we go. I want to leave that on there. Here we go. Okay, so there we go. So I think that's supposed to melt out by itself. So in the next couple of days when I shower, I'm just gonna let the water run around it, and then it should be alright. So you can see the wound right there, the opening. Feels like some kind of like a wax or something, but definitely it should melt away. So it's been like I said, it's been 4 days, and it looked like it's closing up really good. the equipment they put in there, the defibrillator, the generator they put in there is a little bit smaller than the one I had before, so I don't feel it compared to the one I had before, which was really bulgy. So it looked like they went in for this. They went in for the exact same location that they caught the first time. So hopefully this should heal pretty good. I'm not worried about scars or anything like that, to be honest. So there we go. So it's about a week since the procedure. Everything's going good so far, and you can see the wound is healing pretty good on there. There's no pain, to be honest with you. There's no pain on there. When I stretch my hands across, I can feel some stretching inside, so it still have some time to go. I'm gonna be home from work for at least 2 weeks, so I'll be back to work probably next year. And in the meantime, I'll just resting. I cannot drive. I'm on medication, antibiotics, and all kind of stuff. So every day just taking care of it, and it feels like it's getting back to normal. I'm trying to remember 15 years ago when I had it done, how long I stayed before it got totally cured. But so far so good. It's looking pretty good. I don't like the only thing I don't like, I don't know, the stitches seems to be, but it's a scar of life, Charlie.